So today we got one of the newest members of the AA program, and his name is Terrence Smith, and he has been crushing it. And so, Terrence, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell a little bit about you, where you're located, and what you do.
Yes, my name is Terrence Smith. Thank you for having me. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, I've been staying here my whole life. I moved to California at first for a while. Got in the insurance industry because I seen the opportunity for it, and it's a great aspect of helping people. Plus, the income is great, and I can spend time with my daughter. So I moved back to Atlanta. Actually, spend time with my parents and work from home. So that's my main thing.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, man. Gotta love the family, man, because I'm the same way, right? That's one of the things that we connected on was kids come in or like gotta go get the baby real quick while we're on the Zoom. That's just kind of part of the dad life. But that's also good because it's that's why we get up every single day is to make sure that that kid has everything that they need. So shout out to you for doing
Right.
that. How long have you been in insurance, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I actually been in insurance for 8 years. Actually, I was at a captive company for about 5 years. I made pretty good money there, but when I left and became independent, that's when the income skyrocketed. When you can get all your income that you deserve, high compensation. So.
Gotcha. And so how did you even get into insurance in the first place? How did it even happen?
Okay, so I was actually playing college football with a couple guys, and when I got out of college, I graduated with a business degree. But people don't realize that just because you got a degree don't mean you don't get a job. So I
Mm,
actually went back to my summer's job that I was working during school on the summer when you go home,
hmm.
and the guy told me about insurance, and he texted me over his first check. It was like $3,000 in a week. So that same day I quit. I quit my job the same day, and
Yeah,
I
money talks, huh?
yep, and I flew to California and got my license. Stayed on his couch, uh, and got my license, and and started and actually moved out. Got my own apartment, and started making good money there. And then I got married, and left that company and joined my new company and making it, the money got crazy then. So.
Yeah. Walk me through that journey. Because for someone to move and for an opportunity, that's huge, right? And probably not knowing anybody and being younger, and then sleeping on someone's couch trying to make something happen. Like, what type of kind of mentality did you have, or like what inspired you to take that extreme of an action?
The thing was, Arturo, I was always knew I was going not built to be average. No disrespect to people with 9 to 5s, but I just I can't I can't have somebody tell me what to do for a living. For whatever I want to do. I don't want no cap on my salary. So that's why I kind of went to school for business because I knew I wanted to own my own business. I just didn't know what. So my friend told me about insurance, and then I was like, "Hey, this is perfect because people need it, and then the income is great." So I jumped all the way in. I fell in love with it. Meeting people, handling the death claims. It was a way better industry than I ever thought. It brought me way more joy than I can ever bring it for sure.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. And so, how did you even come across Arturo Johnson Consulting or anything like that? How did you even hear about me?
My a guy, well, at my IMO, there's a lot of top producers that use you guys, but for some reason they don't let it. I had to kind of go through some people. They didn't really just tell me what it was. I don't know why, but I'm the type of person I'm gonna tell whoever. If you ask what lead sources, I'm gonna tell them. But a lot
Mm-hmm.
I had to ask one of my downlines told me about it, and I was willing to try it out. I'm always willing to scale and try it out, and it was one of the best decisions I have made, man. Partnering with you was great, bro, and I'm
Yeah,
making a
for
lot of
sure.
money with you.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. And we're gonna get into that in a second, but I want to kind of take a step back because like some people may not be where you are right now, but they were where you were before, right? And so we're kind of trying to just go through this journey to inspire people that if you can do it, right, that they can too. And so, what are some of the things that you were looking for? Because it seems like you're, a high achiever and somebody that is hardworking. What were some of the challenges that you were facing, or what are the things you were looking for before I got on your radar, if you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay. When I first joined the insurance industry, from where I'm at now compared to what the industry basically the average, I was making about 80,000 a year at my first company as a captive agent, but that was like half, 50% comp. But now when I started making six figures when I uh left and joined I'm sorry, when I left the when I left the captive agency and became independent, I became six figures. But when I joined, I was trying to get to, high six figures. That's when you really, get out that hamster wheel. And I really wanted time with my daughter, and I like that you guys do telesales with the booked appointments. So what I was looking to achieve was, 30, 40, 50 grand a month with Arturo Consulting, because that's what the numbers that a lot of people was achieving from referrals that told me about it. Well, the one guy that told me about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main thing. I wanted to be be the industry leader, so I can follow. I mean, I can lead people correctly if I go do the right thing. So
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
And a lot of people will be in a position where they have seen some of these videos, right? Or you probably seen some and you're like, yeah, whatever, right? But now that you're one of those people that you can bona fide from your experience, what's it like to just say, I'm one of those people that's, writing 50K a month using Arturo system? What's that like for you?
Man, I it's crazy to even say that type of income. But I used to watch the videos. Before I came all the way over, I watched all of them, and I seen that he might have cracked the code, but I wasn't fully believable. But when I got on the phone with him, I was like, okay, these leads they asked for it. They know what you're talking about. The numbers are good. It's good to go. And the thing is, they book appointments, but you gotta call too, because you can't. It's not going to replace you. You still got to sell it. Does that make sense? They still need you, but you set us up in the spot where all you got to do is just work and have a good solid structure of a presentation. The numbers gonna work out, and that's all I was looking for, man. A good solid lead flow that I can be consistent. The results, and it's been showing ever since I've been here, man. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. And that's what we do talk about was the lead source, because that's what most agents care about. But what about some of the other things that you've noticed just when working with us? Like, because that's just like one of the direct benefits. But what have you noticed from just being around the group and myself hopping on calls and just chatting with you? Like, I called you a couple of times just to see what was going on with you, right? Like, what are some of the things that you observe from working with us outside of just the leads things? Because leads are just one part of what we do, and it's the most important thing. But other than that, with the team, Jack and everybody else, what have you observed?
Oh, yeah, you guys got great customer service. I haven't had a person that I work with reach out like you reached out, just see how it's going and invite me on a call. It's more like a family community. And Jack always there for me. That's the one I've been directly working with. And the main thing about it is everybody shares what they're doing. I love that because at the same time, uh, a community is what's going to grow the business. You can't do it all by yourself. So being a part of the community and having that is excellent, man.
Yeah, for sure. And so you're kind of a unicorn. I ain't even gonna lie. For some agents coming in with the program where you really kind of put up some numbers really quickly, but you did say that you were just looking for a system. And if you got the right system, you was gonna make it do what it do. And so you lived up to your end of the bargain too when we talked. And so um would you mind just kind of sharing, what the last 90 days have been like for you? Because it's only been a short time, but like, how much have you written since working with us over the last 90 days? I don't even know.
For sure. All right. Excuse the beard, man. I'm growing my hair out trying to excuse the beard. I'm a little rough. Glad we're doing telesales. But yeah, my first month by myself, I did like 23,000 my first month. And my second month, I did about 32, 33. I I think 29 issued or something like that. And the thing about it is, what I like about, and I'm gonna get to the one I'm on now, but what I like about it is, I'm able to spend time with my daughter. Like that's the huge part. Like selling because I used to do face to face, the telesales and having it actually the system work face to over the phone is huge because a lot of face to face people don't want to do telesales because they think the numbers don't work out, but they do. They really do, and I really like that aspect that you got to turn me on to telesales. And the third month I just hit now, I'm tracking 40,000 right now. I'm a little above it. I think I'm at like I think we like week 2 in. I just did my
Mm-hmm.
numbers, and I'm at like a little under 19.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, 2 weeks in. So I I already told my mom that she got to hold the baby a little longer for me,
Yes.
so I can go for 50, man. I hit 50. I
Hey,
go for
yeah.
50.
Hey,
So
look, we got some time. 31, yeah, 31 days in this month, bro. Go hard. And I know you can hit it, man. I believe in you. I saw it from the beginning. I was like, this guy's gonna be awesome. And so, yeah, man. And the numbers, those numbers are great. But like the thing that you just said about being able to spend more time with your daughter, what's that like for you? You're not having to exchange driving and getting no show. Well, that hour or two, and that money that you wasted could be spent for your child to be able to hit the numbers that you hit, but also to be there if you need to take a pause, to go change a diaper, to go pick up something fell, to be able to do that and still provide. What's that like for you? How's that feel?
it's game change, Arturo. Like uh, I can never say it's the perfect job, but the being able to see every moment, like no daycare, uh, you know, only hands that's been around my daughter is her family and mostly me to see because at that age, brother, they can be doing something one day and the next day they can not be doing something. And I know in the business aspect, if you making a lot of money, you ain't got no time. And if you not making a lot of money, I mean, you got a whole lot of time.
But
So
no money.
with this one, I can make right and no money. So what you gonna do with the time, right? But here, I got both, and I don't even. I'm building the agency, so I can do it on myself. I like that. I'm not worrying about nobody else. I can still make my own money. I'm not depending on nobody, and it's the best of both worlds, bro. I can't ask for nothing better.
Yeah.
I used to pray, asking God for stuff, but now I'm thanking Him for
Yes.
everything. So
Yes. And
to be
and that's
honest,
another
it's
thing
like
too.
all thinking.
Yes. And so
Go
this is
ahead.
for those people that are in that same situation, which is why I wanted to talk to you. Is sometimes people pray for something and then it happens and they don't take action, right? You've been praying for a system, you've been asking for a system, and now you got it and you don't take action. But then the next thing is once you do join, now you got to put in the work, right? That the whole faith without works is dead thing. And that's what I like about you is because you put in the work. And so again, the system works, but it only works if you work, right? So I really want to commend you on that. And I guess the last piece is like, you know, some people would see this, some agents is like, oh, it's too good to be true, you know. And I'm just curious on what you would say to those people now with your own experience, because I'm sure you probably was skeptical as well, from your
Right.
own. Like, what would you say to that?
Right. And Arturo, man, like to be honest with you, I'm a straightforward and honest person. I don't like to deceive people. I'm a God fearing man. I like to be straight up. And when I first looked at it, I was like, a lead is a lead, which is a lead is a lead. But when you got a system that's set up, I was like, maybe it's whatever. I'm willing to try it out. The price is a lot, but it's worth it, if that makes sense. Like it's worth the try. It wasn't as far as the insurance industry too much. But when I tried it out, man, it changed my life. I've never wrote this much insurance in my life. Period. Until I joined Arturo. I wasn't a 30, 40, 50K a month producer before I joined this system. And that's the honest to God truth.
Yeah, man. So congratulations, because I only do one part, which is to try to share this message to attract other successful life insurance agents that are like you, that just need that spark, that are willing to do it. And so you brother, you make my job really, really easy, where I just need to set them up and you knock them down. But not only that, your attention to detail and your dedication and hard work, right? Because this success does not come without you, because you got you got your books open, you got everything right there, you're dialed in and working. And so I appreciate that, because that makes the efforts that we do to try to support you really awesome. And I also just want to thank you for taking the time just to hop on here just for a couple of minutes. And so again, if you need anything, we got your back. And I definitely appreciate you, man. We'll see you on the next one. Okay.
No problem, brother.
Take care.
God bless. All right.